So you wrote the book, Why I Couldn't Stay Silent. For those who don't know your book, or maybe they don't even know you, what is your story and what could you not stay silent about?
Great question. Well, David Harris Jr. and my book, Why I Couldn't Stay Silent, One Man's Battle as a Black Conservative, I try to just expose the bias in media. About 95% of the media is owned by the same six conglomerates, main corporations, and they have a bias on how they share the news and what they share. So when I began to see these differences in the actual truth of watching an entire speech of Donald Trump or something else, and then seeing the sections and the pieces that they would promote, I'm like, they're just lying. They're creating a narrative that's creating division in the lives of Americans. So I wanted to try to bring some understanding and then ultimately bring some unity amongst people. And so I cover a lot, from interactions with President Trump to why I supported him, why I still support him. I talk about the abortion issue in there. You know, I didn't know that as a Christian, I didn't know that there were Christians that felt like it was okay to end a baby's life. And the Democrat Party thinks it's okay to do it all the way up to the point of birth and even afterwards. So to me, that's something that should not even be an issue that's on the table of debate for believers, for Christians. Yet it is, unfortunately. So I dive into a lot in that book. My wife shares a chapter in there that I think is the greatest chapter in the book on why she's pro-life. But ultimately, I just try to bring some awareness, some clarity and understanding, and then some hope to people that read it.
Now, when I was attempting to at least do research on you, on Twitter, you can't find anything. If I search your name, unless I put in your handle, I can't find you. When I do go to your page, everything is basically censored. Is that something you've encountered a whole lot of a problem with, and how are you handling it?
Yeah, I've encountered censorship from social media, from at least 2 years ago. At one point on Facebook, I was reaching over 120 million people a month, which was actually larger than a lot of other networks. And so Facebook just decided, we're going to shut that down, and now it's 3-4 million people a month. But I was banned on YouTube. Instagram, somebody actually just tried to tag me on Instagram, and it shows this person can't be tagged right now. So that's, I think, the first time I've seen that. But I'm at CPAC today. So it's kind of interesting how things seem to coincide. But it seems like big tech and big network television, the majority of it wants to silence people that are effective and trying to wake people up. I'm not going to stop trying to wake people up. I'm just going to keep on doing what I can do to reach who I can.
And what do you think that people my age could do to help unite our country?
Well, I think what you're doing is great, interviewing people, right? Getting the word out and the message out from other individuals. And then I think every single young individual, how old are you?
15 now, but I've been doing this since I was 9.
So, for a teenager to be actively involved in political issues, I think is so amazing. Because if you don't pay attention, people that you don't know are going to dictate how you can live your life. And I know myself, when I was 15, I didn't like people telling me what to do. I still don't like it now, but, especially when it comes to things that I don't agree with. So if the younger generation is aware of the fact that other people are going to dictate how you live your life and what you can and can't do, all the way to forcing you to wear masks when you're in public, when you're in a restaurant, or forcing you to inject something into your body that the company that's created it has no repercussions whatsoever if something goes wrong, but the government wants to force you to get it before you can either work or before you can go out in public. It's like people should want to know that the people that they are putting in office when you can vote are people that side with your values. So I think being informed on the issues is really important. I don't think avoiding it. Obviously, you want to live your life and have fun, do those things, but understand that there's some things taking place in our country right now that I truly think we've never seen before. And the next 4-8 years is going to really determine a lot on how we're able to live as Americans in this country, whether we're actually free or not.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.